those who don't,
sit down.
yeah. We're winging this, and so be it. But for those of you who don't know, I opened up a school here in May of 2006. May 6, 2006 to be exact. And probably about 6 months after being open, I get a phone call about a guy who does some Southern Mass Kung Fu, and you know that's what we teach here. And turns out, after talking for a while, that we ran parallel universes. The only two instructors of this art happened to come through Tennessee like almost at the exact same time. Roger was actually here first, and Chuck came a little bit later because Roger informed me Chuck was going to be here. I think. I could be backwards, but that's the way I got to remember it.
Roger got here like 92.
You know, and there's several of us tied to Southern Praying Mantis in this room by a man by the name of Frank Whitley. So funny how the story goes around.
Frank's the glue that holds it all together.
Frank's the glue that holds it, and it sure is.
Never heard it put like that before.
But anyway, after many conversation and many talks and sharing, one thing I noticed about him was how open, where most Southern Praying Mantis people that I had met were very closed off. So we became talking, became friendship, and so what this night is about honoring a friend, and well, in Mantis there's always two, all right, that partner up, that help better the art. You always got brothers in the art, but you got that one partner who sees it differently, but the same, to help you grow. Not so I can become better, but so you can become better, and you can become better, and together we grow. So tonight we're going to be honoring him and presenting, and I'm going to speak. And I'm going to ask a few of you that have known him for a little while to get up and say something about him. And I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand, put you on the spot. I'm going to make you come up here. So first things first, brother, I'm honored.
Thank you much.
Let's go light some incense. You notice with the incense I got here, I got two dark and one light, and on this one I got two light and one dark. Balance, yin and yang. So let's go get this and get it started. You bring the pebbles up real quick. Now I'm no Jim Foon Mark, and I can't do nothing like what he did, but I thought we'd do something just meant something to us, you know. I'll start it somewhere. I'll start with somebody lighting some incense, so we're gonna do this. Started off with empty bowls, and we fill each other. sweep back. And give him a hand. Now, this super special chair, special because of my chair. And that, I don't let anybody sit in this class. Sit on there. I said I don't let anybody sit in it. All right. David Whitley. I'm just winging this, but I'm going to say just whatever comes to my mind. You motivate and inspire. I cannot stand, I'm 38 years old, I cannot stand most people that are my age. They drive me insane with the way they view themselves. Oh, I'm 38, I'm old, oh, I'm old. Shut up. Get younger. Don't get old. Get older, but don't get old. So when I see you and you getting stronger and stronger, when I first met you through that first year, back in 2006, you go, I think I'm working my phone book in half. And I waited. He was pulling on it and calling me. You got it yet? No, not yet. Get close. Then he ripped one in half. Then he ripped several in half. He got ripping everything up. From license plates, and I'm thinking, that is amazing. Now, for me, that ain't my thing. I like to do energy breaks on stuff. I like to, but it's just the other side of it. That's it. It's just another way of looking at it. But you won't accept the old mentality. And you hang around people that won't accept the old mentality to live. So anytime I'm viewing something, I go to my counselor. There's lots of them in the room that I talk with. I value your opinions highly. If it's coming down to somebody getting their butt kicked, you're probably the last person I call before I make that decision. 2 reasons. You don't act in haste. You take a breath and you think, let's look at it logically from here first. So I know when I call you, I'm getting a logical opinion. Then if I get, well, some of it sounds like somebody needs to get slapped in the mouth, that's a green light. And I know if I got somebody got my back, I want you there. But how you treat others, how you motivate others, how you dealt with some of the hammer man and the things that he's passed on you that I pass on to other people because you told it to me, inspire that we're just getting started. This ain't the end. Jack LaLanne, everything he did, he started his speech when he was in his 40s, and did it again when he was in his 60s. So that's the type of person I want to be. Only more like you. I like that. And that's why if you inspire me, what better partner to have than somebody who lifts my hands up, helps make it better, not hide and cheat and see what I can get, keep it to myself. And you don't just do it to me, you do it with everybody. It ain't just, oh, I give you, you're my buddy. Do you treat everybody as an equal? And you do. I will equally slap you in the mouth. Or I will equally raise you up so you can also be inspired. So that's what I got to say. My motivational speaker is David Whitley. All right, Tyler, get up there and say something. You've known him long now.
All right. From the first time I think I heard your name, I was excited to meet you because I've heard about the ripping the phone books and bending metal. And I really wanted to see it because at first I never really thought of stuff like that, never seen it, and so I thought it was really cool. And after I saw you do it, I went and looked it up on the internet and watched people bend metal and roll frying pans and when we played hands, you really help enlighten me in things to understand stuff and with the art, and you do that well. You help transmit the message and show things if I don't see them, I'm sure you do it with others. And, you slapped me in the face. I thought that was awesome. I couldn't hear it. And, but, much respect.
You're welcome. I see a theme evolving. Oh, I slapped him.
Yes. All right.
Absolutely.
He teaches the Filipino martial arts here at the school. Excellent instructor. Think the world of him. My right arm helping me keep the school where it needs to be. You know. So give it up for this man who's about to speak. In other words, that's my other brother, Derek. So teaches Belinda a lot. So got it going on. So let him say something here.
So I can't remember offhand the first time that I met him, but the first real distinct memory I have of interacting with you was when we did Chisao. I think it might have been the 1 year celebration. You know, I thought I was doing something, learned a little JKD, learned a little Wing Chun, right? So this guy asked me if he wants to do Chisao. For you guys who don't know, Chisao is just an energy drill from Wing Chun, similar to Mantis, but less sophisticated, less refined, I suppose. But the theme in this building and within the family here seems to be one of the instructional ass women. Would you guys all agree with that?
Yes.
So I see this big man, and I wasn't even aware of the feats of strength, and carrying the phone books, and the bending the metal. I see this big dude, and I was like, okay, there's Mantis. I kind of was starting to figure out what that was all about. He asked me if I wanted to do Chisao. And I said, okay. Got in there. You know, we were moving around a little bit, and, you know, he was being real nice and real good to me. He's like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. How about this? And, you know, hit here, little touch there. And then it kind of changed a little bit. So Tyler said about the face slap. I don't remember the face slap so much as I remember him latching on to my love handles. I cannot describe that feeling to you. Later on, I was informed of a technique that Dave likes to call souvenir hand, meaning if he gets a hold of it, he's going to take something with him. So that's kind of my first memory of Dave, and just being in martial arts and just knowing some of the people in this area that I have. It seems like a lot of people know Dave and know what he's about in a lot of different capacities, and I've never met anyone who's had a bad thing to say about the man. It's always complimentary, and if I'm going after Master Stevens with anything, it usually says it all. So all I gotta say is, I love you, man. Your brother, and I wish you nothing but good things.
For those of you who don't know, the first speaker was Tyler Garrett, who's going to step aside.
Whitley? Well, my first memory, just like kind of everybody else's, we're going to continue on this. I used to have a problem running my forms with my mouth open. Thank you, Mr. Whitley. I don't do that anymore.
All right. On the spot now, people I've called out probably know I'm best here. Anybody else like to say anything?
I'd like to say one thing.
Okay, floor. Master Avery?
Dave, I'm going to take a little different approach. You never whacked me.
He's an equal opportunity flapper, though.
I do know this about me, but I just wanted to say a couple of things about you that are universal. Number one, you're a man of integrity. Number two, you lift people up instead of tearing people down. That has brought you the respect and the love and the friendship from so many people, not just this group, but you know how far your friends go. And just want to say, we respect you, we love you, you're our friend.
Anybody? All right. Well, at this time, since there's a partnership here, I'm going to let him take the floor and talk, and I'm going to take my chair back.
It's not difficult to get up here and talk about me after everybody says all that.
I have hit every one of those people except for one in the mouth or the face or somewhere.
I think you hit me in the face, though.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Probably. I remember I used to do massage therapy full time, and I remember I had a phone book that survived somehow because I wasn't interested in destroying things at that time. And I was flipping through it in between clients one day in my office because this was back before we had smartphones and I didn't have a computer in the office and that kind of stuff. So I'm flipping through there. I'm like, I wonder if there's any, praying mantis Chinese box.
Mentioning shine boxes.
Shine box. I said shine box. What's that? Hitting, playing xylophones or something. And I had spent from '95 until early 2002, off and on training in Jook Lum with my student Roger Haygood. And so I'm Southern praying mantis. This is probably someone who's full of crap. I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna call him up and mess with him. I'm a much nicer guy now than I used to be. I used to go visit people, and still feel the effects of that sometimes when I run into people that I haven't seen since the last time I visited them 15 years ago or something. Like, you're that guy that slapped me in the face. That would be me. I don't apologize for it because pretty much everyone figures something out as a result of it, and I know every time that I got hit in the face practicing martial art taught me something too. So if you can manually explain something to someone, which is kind of the theme of this place, I think, then I think it goes beyond just theory. It's knowing without doing is not knowing. And so to be able to do it is to truly internalize it and know it. So I look through the thing, I call a guy up, and we start talking, and I find out that he knows who my teacher was, and I knew who his teacher was. And it was a little bit standoffish at first because we had very similar experiences, and it wasn't always good experiences. We were learning what we were learning. Is that fair to say?
Oh, exactly.
And but then the more we talked, we agreed to. I don't remember the first time we met face to face. I think I came to your school.
You did.
And I sat in on class,
Mm-hmm.
and I went way in the back and stood back there and did my thing. You said, "Your stance is too narrow." The discussion began over some footwork stuff, and we both quickly realized that neither one of us had a complete understanding, and I still don't feel like I have a complete understanding of Southern praying mantis. But say if this was my understanding, and this was your understanding, we sort of filled in the gaps on each other's understandings. And your dedication to the art, and your dedication to digging deeper and probing and discovering and finding out more about what's going on with it exceeds mine. And I'll be the first one to admit that. My drive to do that sort of stuff is in other avenues. Mm-hmm. This is a hobby for me. This is a profession for you. Mm-hmm. Much the same as striking that yin-yang thing. Lifting kettlebells is a hobby for you. Mm-hmm. Kettlebells is a profession for me. So through those conversations, we became quite close. And I had a birthday party. And you came to my birthday party that year, and we spent pretty much the whole time talking to each other about Mantis.
And we got in such trouble with the ladies.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
Yeah. I was apparently rude because I had a house full of people, and we were just talking about Mantis. And so we periodically would call each other up. What do you think about this? Did you ever do that drill? What was the next move in the way you learned how to do fill in the blank? And we would get in here and play hands, and our understanding grew at the same time in very similar ways by filling in the gaps that way. So for that, I'm forever grateful to you, because there are always two, and without a partner, you cannot understand the system. And I didn't have anyone else to train, and it just so happens that when the practitioner was ready, the partner appeared. You know?
Yeah.
And so I didn't even know that it was something that I was lacking. I had kind of just given up on it and didn't really do much with it anymore. So doing that, I come, I train, I meet a bunch of new friends, and
It's good. It's very good. I remember seeing the name Shaolin Concepts, and I thought, well, Shaolin, I get that. That's cool. But it said concepts. And in my brain, that means that you're not locked into, you must do it this way because some dead Chinese guy 300 years ago said this is the way it has to be done. You cannot deviate from it. That you were willing to look at whatever the principle that drove things and apply that to a modern situation. And we've talked several times before. Guys our size don't do the same kind of footwork that a 103-pound Chinese man's going to do. We're not going to interact the same with the opponent. So we take this living art that is praying mantis and we express it with our own individuality. Still true to the principles, but with an individualized expression. And I compare it to if we all sit down and start playing a blues song, and we're all in the same key, and B.B. King plays the same song, we're not trying to be B.B. King, we're just doing the same thing he does. And your blues is going to sound different than my blues, but we can play the same blues song. And that's just kind of how this, I'm just rambling on how I conceptualize all this stuff. So that was one of the things that had me come back a second and third time and develop this friendship and this brotherhood and sisterhood with the people who are here. So I'm very appreciative of it. I'm so excited. When you told me that you were finally going to go meet Mark Seafood, I was, go. Because I've been telling you, you better go. You better go. Go. Do it. Go. Stop talking about it. Do it. So he went. And he calls me up and he says, I decided you're right. That's a long way to get my attention. I decided you're right. I'm going to go see Jennifer and Mark. I got the date set. It's blah, 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 blah. That's great. Let me know how it turns out. So he's calling me, giving me updates while he's up there talking to me about everything. He comes back and he tells me, I want to do this thing that we're doing tonight because without the interplay that we had, the level of understanding would not have been such that you would have been able to take what we were doing up there to Jennifer and Mark. So you carried it up there, but I like to think that you took a piece of what I had with you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you brought back some of Jen Boone for me. So, spread the love. I appreciate it.
Most definitely.
And thank you all very much for coming out.
Master Avery will come up here real quick today. And I want to enter, and Kelly, I'm going to bring you up here in just a second till you may pass that camera off here just a second. But, Don, come up here just a second. I want to say something. All right? Now, this is my partner right here in Jook Lum. But we got to tell a story here about this guy and how he fits into this piece. All right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty wild. Frank Limley. Once again, there's this one cat this time period that introduced me to Mantis, to an instructor, and we all have ties. Well, that guy used to work out with Don and Tom Pardue and Roger Haygood back with Louis Sifu back in the early 80s. So this was a correlation. This is like the circle came full circle. And you had said, numerous times that, I ended up with this book with all these Louis sets. All right, and I wanted to pass them with somebody, and I was waiting for someone to come along, and that's when you and I, by chance phone calls through a friend, got in contact, and I got those books, and I started going through them, and I could only translate them about halfway because some of a lot of Louis stuff, I didn't, the expressions were not my expressions because of where my hands came from. So you got and gave Dave and authorized me to pass that book on to him, and him and I both went at it. And I would counter, this is here, what do you think of this here, and what do you think of this? Things I would have never seen, he saw, but at the same time, the creation process of that wouldn't have taken place without you in that book. So, and also the trendy of the three. And here we are, keeping this alive in this area.
And I appreciate it that you guys have translated and brought it back. Thank you.
And that's how it works. These people that take these arts to their graves, just saying, are missing it. Pass it to everybody. I've noticed some of the older masters now are starting to realize that they realize they're getting close to their end cycle, and instead of being so close, or now they're just slinging seed everywhere hoping it sprouts. That's what you should do. work with each other, and then we all stand higher. It's not that I got this and I'm better than you and I know this, and I got the secret Denmark touch and you don't, and he was right and she was wrong, and that's martial art politics. Take 3 guys right here and what you've witnessed tonight, and let all that garbage go. It doesn't matter. Martial art politics just does not matter. Everybody does it in martial arts, but you know what? We pretty much kept it out of this school to the point my students don't even know what that is. And now you know, so what's that? Like, I've done my job if you don't know what that is. So lift each other up.
Absolutely.
Now, with
I want to tell in on that. We come to train in martial arts to better ourselves. We all arrive here for whatever reason triggers us to go. Maybe we got bullied, maybe we got picked on, maybe we don't have self-esteem, maybe somebody stole our lunch money, whatever. We all want, maybe we saw a cool movie. I want to do that. We all show up here for whatever reason, and that reason drives us. My reason for doing what I do now is I always wanted to have some sort of an impact for the better on people if I could. And that's what I do when I teach. That's what I do when I travel and teach kettlebells. That's what I do when I perform. I met with a guy who was an expert on business coaching and branding and all that sort of stuff. And they gave me that standard thing that all these companies do. Boil your mission statement down into 3 words. What 3 words define you? And those words were, I want to educate, entertain, and inspire in everything that I do. So I appreciate you guys and all of you for allowing me another vehicle to do that.
most definitely.
Absolutely.
And now you always got to have a piece of paper in martial arts that makes things official, right?
Be nice.
Of course, the story's going to be, you know, you took me out and got me drunk. I wrote this out right.
I was there. John was there.
Oh, it was a better story when he was.
I know that story too.
Hey, but I've heard that story in numerous. It's amazing how the same stories of people get promoted. Oh, well, such and such was paid and did all this and that and the other, and all these different systems have the same story. You know, almost like the story of creation. Everybody's got one, right?
Well, the story of every creation, the creation of every martial arts starts out the same. There was some monk that was a sissy and kept getting beat up, and he saw 2 animals somewhere in the woods fighting. He caught one of them, studied it, and whooped everybody's butt.
Good idea.
Hell of an idea.
Well, my brother, you have actually, you know, when Tom was here, you got one of our certificates because you're black belt, you're adopted into the Ang family. So there's only one other piece of paper that I have to give you, and this is the honors. And I thought I'd present it personally. It's International Wushu Kwan. That's John Ing's logo in the center. Of course, your name, and straight up, Jook Lum partner in recognition of outstanding achievement in the field of Chinese martial arts Kung Fu. Signed by me, stamped by me twice, and the seal in the center. So if anybody says that ain't real, they lied. I signed that. It's real. Straight up. And here's a card because I'm thoughtful.
Y'all know my birthday's tomorrow, right?
Really?
Yeah, happy birthday. Thank you.
And how young will you be?
A day older than I am today. I will be 42 this time tomorrow.
Straight up. Well, I guarantee you this. In closing for this, we got a cooked chicken offering because that's what Jim Finn had me do. Said lucky chicken. We're all gonna have some of that lucky chicken. I got some plates up here. Got some little cakes for the grown people. Folk, we got in here. We got beers. We got water and root beer for the kids. So, but I guarantee you this. And here's a statement that I pledge, and you will too. Everything we set out to do, we're gonna do. Straight up. Ain't got no room for plan B. Takes your mind off plan A. You know? Let's just do it.
It's like a bullet fired from a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Once the trigger's pulled, it's done.
It's done.
We've already pulled the trigger.
And we're just getting started. You know, this is not, oh, look, they've achieved. No. We just got to the point where we go, oh, there's the mountain. We got to the top of this one to see that one. Everybody else should too. You'd be surprised what you can do. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you all.
If you like pictures, please. And we got a backdrop up front. It's going to look real cool. We're going to take some photos in front of it with the certificate standing, and we're going to put them on the website and blah-de-blah. You can kill that camera now.
Yes, sir.